Well, I hope the day went well for you. And this is Maintenance 11. This is part of a podcast series on medical herbalism. I'm Peggy Miller. My company is Highland Winds LLC. I'm doing these to update people who already know a bit about Chinese and Ayurvedic herbalism, but also to reach out to people who haven't known much, because the value of applying these herbs in this particular way that I've walked you through can be so helpful for your health at every age. Today, Maintenance 11 has to do with the 90s on up. I've hit each decade in the different age groups, and I would encourage you, no matter what your age, to go back and review these. They are excellent. This is being carried by MCAT. I will be putting it on YouTube. MCAT will have a DVD you can get for $5, I think, if you want to start a library of these so that you can just go back and review them at any time. I would encourage that. So MCAT is Missoula Community Access Television. But I'll also be putting them on YouTube. I'm learning as I go in terms of recording, etc. Okay, Maintenance 11, 90s plus. Here, the thing that hit me, I almost used this one to just talk about grief and its impact, because once you hit this age, and obviously at all ages, but once you hit this age, there's no question grief will have become a friend. Loss of friends, co-workers, family is just mounting, and this has a lot of grief. But I'm going to do a separate one just on maintenance and grief and the herbs, because they're excellent. And they really help clear some of the blood stagnation related to the impacts of grief, and help also just handle grief as it occurs. But what I want to talk about today, because there are specific things, are in the blood nourishing group. And I've hit on this for the last few decades of life in each of my different episodes, because blood, as the organs don't work as well as we get older, blood is not nourished as well because food isn't digested quite as well as before. So there are herbs that I have mentioned, like Rehmannia, Cornus, Dongi, that all help with blood nourishing, like lychee berries, also called goji berries, excellent. Alma, excellent. In addition, I want to add one, Polygonum multiflorum, and that's the Latin name. And the reason I give you that is because this one's stronger, but at this age, needing to keep the blood nourished becomes paramount. So I would encourage that you get some of this and use it occasionally. Continue to use Rehmannia and Cornus and schizandra and goji berries. And goji berries you can get in any of the local markets now. And it's usually in the aisle where flour and all these different things are sold, but sometimes it shifts. But look for that. That's a really good blood and yin nourishing. But Polygonum multiflorum is stronger, and it really can help. The other one, privet fruit. Privet fruit is particularly kidney oriented, but it's overall excellent for yin deficiency. Yin deficiency at this point is a given. It contributes to the dryness of skin, it contributes to the overall dryness of your system, to joints not being lubricated enough, etc. Yin deficiency is just a given, so you need to keep yin nourished. Privet fruit is one of the stronger herbs that can do that. Alma does that. Lychee berries do that. The goji berries I've already mentioned. They help yin nourishment. So does glenia. Glennia is excellent. Cordyceps helps with lung yin. It's a mushroom that you even can get in a pill form in many of the larger pharmaceutical pharmacies like Walmart carries it, etc. It's often in the vitamin aisle. Cordyceps, Cordyceps. Really good for the lungs. So is schizandra. And the other one for just overall I'm wanting to say mucus, and what I mean is moisture. Moisture of the body can be maintained using marshmallow as a tea. All of these, so in essence, it's like your daily tea. I'm serious. A daily tea with some marshmallow, some privet fruit, a little polygonum a couple times a week, throw in a little goji berry. You can even also throw in, if you are a juice fanatic, you make your green juice, then you can toss these into that. You can get most of them in powder form, or make a tea, add the tea to the green juice. Okay, in addition to the blood nourishment and needing the polygonum multiflorum at this stage, gallbladder becomes much more of an issue by this point. The liver is as well, obviously, but gallbladder really raises its head and needs maintenance. Turmeric and barberry, Barberry, are both great to help cleanse and keep the gallbladder functioning as a maintenance herb. There are much stronger herbal formulas. If you have a chronic gallbladder problem, contact me or another Chinese Ayurvedic herbalist in your area and do a consult and get on a stronger formula which can really help clear the gallbladder and clear the liver. In addition to turmeric and barberry, the liver/gallbladder, dandelion as a regular herb, to use it on salads and in tea. Bupleurum at this point can be periodically used as a maintenance herb, sort of like I was recommending Polygonum multiflorum. Bupleurum helps cleanse the liver of key stagnation, which becomes a problem. And as your energy channels are getting clogged, exercise helps a great deal with keeping the key moving through the channels, but they get clogged because of grief, because of a variety of stress emotions. There's different things that clog the flow of energy through your body. So bupleurum can clear it, but it's stronger. But at this age, periodically, once every 3 months, using a little bupleurum in your tea. Good idea. It helps to really clear. Another thing, your bones. Obviously calcium, cheese, the various dairy products, the various very green salad type foods are high in calcium. And another one that helps keep the bones strong is horsetail. It's an herb that you can add to tea. It's true. It helps keep your bones stronger. So I would at this point for sure add in horsetail as a regular herb to add to that green juice or to add to your daily tea regimen. Well, actually, horsetail I would probably use a couple times a week. I wouldn't have it as daily. I'd sort of use it when you use the Polygonum multiflorum. That would be a good time. And then that's when I'd also use the barberry. So Polygonum multiflorum, barberry, and horsetail are sort of a 2 to 3 times a week approach. And the rest could be daily. So those are a number of the herbs in addition to the others. If your joints are getting much stiffer, and at this age it's also a given just about, regular herbs to take for that on a daily basis if necessary. cinnamon is a good daily one. Cloves is a good daily one. Cayenne is, I would put that in the 3 times a week. Clematis chinensis or mugua, I would put in the 3 times a week, or Ligusticum wallachii. These are all help keep the joints lubricated. So those are very important. It's really important to make sure your joints are being lubricated, so including these on a regular maintenance schedule is a good idea. I do make a 8 different teas, which I call my maintenance collection. And I also, actually it's 9 because I toss in kamshen as well to that collection. And these contain most of the herbs that I've talked about here. So they would be a good collection, that type of thing. You could see, I have it on my website, other herbalists, as well as you can get these herbs online and just make the teas yourself. Go back to intro 2 where I talk about dosages and just make the tea yourself. So those are a number of the herbs which, from a maintenance standpoint, are a really good idea. Diabetes has probably, in a number of you, raised its head by this point, or pre-diabetic. There are 2 herbal formulas that at this point I'd say, hey, Romania 6 or Romania 8 could practically be maintenance. They include the blood nourishing herbs. They include an herb or 2 that helps clear any buildup of dried mucus throughout the system, which alone can be a problem. Mucus edema. Mucus can surround the heart in little tiny dried bits, and over a lifetime this is bound to happen. So clearing mucus sometimes is a good idea. Romania 6 and Romania 8 both have mucus clearing herbs in them. They help with diabetes. They help with what's called kidney yin or kidney yang deficiency, which I've talked about in some of the prior age groups, because yin deficiency and yang deficiency can become maintenance issues. So Romania 6 or Romania 8 you can buy as tea, or you can also get it in pill form online. I would recommend sometimes using that. So this combination of herbs, it's really thinking a daily tea that you toss in a number of them, put in a little honey, and either over ice in hot season or hot tea in cold season. In your afternoon, drink a cup, and then right after dinner. That would be a good way to handle your day. I also want to comment briefly on CBD gummies. This is very much on the forefront, and they do help with, or they're shown to, the data so far shows that they really have some impact on memory. And there are 2 approaches to memory. There's the CBD gummy approach, because CBD helps with certain aspects of the neurotransmitters in the brain. In addition, I recommend that you take a look at something called Acorus calamus. It is an herb that helps clear mucus, little flecks of dried mucus in the brain, which can contribute to dementia. And so by doing that, you can really help clear those fragments that are blocking things. So take a look at both of those issues, if you will. Kind of out of time here. Look for my next maintenance episode next week. I hope you had a good one. Take care. Bye.